Alright everyone, this is Bunny with WC Replays, and we are on take 2 of this audio commentary. We are with Bay now, Beyblade, or edaLbyeb, however you guys want to pronounce his name. So Bay, what are your thoughts on that last game?
Well, I lost that pretty bad, so no comment.
Any questions for him, Kim?
No, but except from you're going on 2 rivers now. So what are your plans for this game?
I'm probably gonna end up fast expanding with the Warden if I can, and then end up building up from there.
Is there any specific reason why you didn't go Warden in the first game?
I just wanted to play a Demon Hunter.
Alright.
Well, the Demon Hunter's mana burn is pretty good, so I just decided that might as well do it. I mean, no harm. I didn't really think that I could just go Warden and pull off the same thing that every other Night Elf does.
Okay, so basically we're getting ready to start this game real quick. There's just chatting going on in the game. Alright, so the game is counting down now. Hopefully you guys have the replay uploaded and paused right when the game starts, and I'll tell you when it's finished loading for us, because we are doing this live. We're loading. Okay, go now. Alright. So KidArctica, I'll let you hit it off with this audio commentary first.
Okay, so as we can see, Beyblade is now spawning from the north position, which means that his opponent is obviously spawning from the south position. What do you think about the north position, Bay?
I think it's better off because it's more close to the bridge if you're going to fast expand, and you can just camp the bridge much easier by building ancients by the bridge.
Is that what you're planning to do?
We are building...
yeah, that's exactly what I'm planning to do.
Yeah, I see that you are building altar now and Moonwell. Are you going to which units are you going for in this game?
Most likely start out with archers and then probably switch to hunters since Aether likes ghouls.
I see you have waited to build your ancients. Why do you wait for so long?
Because I want to build it up here and I need some wood.
Okay, so Kim, you can proceed.
Okay, so you changed it up a bit. You're going your Warden now. Was that because of how the first game turned out, or are you just more confident with the Warden?
Probably because how the first game turned out. The Demon Hunter sucks hell ass.
You can say that.
Yeah, ass isn't a bad word. I hope not.
That, and also there's not a tavern on this map, so you can't really complement that Demon Hunter with a panda like you did last game. So normally you don't go the Demon Hunter on this map, do you?
No, I don't. It's much harder because basically Warden's very good if on this map because of the bridges. I mean, Five Knives is definitely very good for Sundead because gargoyles.
Yeah, Aether mentioned in that last game that the Warden is slightly overpowered, you know, with the Phantom Knives in specific.
Yeah. That was an NBA playoff game tonight.
What do you think of that?
It's true to an extent. I mean, it can change because if you think about it, Undead's high-level heroes is also very strong.
You're spreading out your base a lot here. What is the reason for that?
Basically, if he comes to attack me, he's gonna either come from the bridge or Zeppelin drop, and I have more of a satisfaction building my base up here. I can actually uproot my ancient and bring it down if I have to.
So what do you expect from him?
I expect him to rush. If not, I mean, he's gonna probably end up getting fast goals and gargoyles.
How you? Okay, you can see some of his units now, I guess. What do you think about this for you?
It's probably going to be a little bit tougher for Bay to talk while he is in a battle, because he actually uses the press key to talk. So I don't know if he's able to actually press the key and talk while he's microing. Whereas Aether talks quite freely. So we can just make observations here on this game. I think
it seems like Bay has started upgrading right now in the middle of this fight. And also he is making an effort to repair his Moonwell so he doesn't lose it.
I also think that Aether is very familiar with Bay's playing style. I'm pretty sure he was expecting Bay to do a fast expansion, which is why he came up there and rushed. Probably because of the comment that Bay made, you know, being able to defend the expansion right there from the bridge. But he's definitely doing a really good job here on focusing one goal at a time. He's not going to pay attention to the entire army. So shadow striking one goal at a time and focusing on it, he's actually slowly tearing apart Aether's army. See, that's 3 goalies going down already, and Aether's not even able to heal it. So if he's too busy trying to kill that Moonwell.
Yeah, seems like Bay has managed to do very well in this battle, except for while he lost his Moonwell right now, but it took a long time for Aether and also cost him quite a few goals.
Alright, Bay, how do you feel about that battle so far, even though you've lost your Tree of Life?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I mean, I did kill quite a bit of ghouls.
And your thoughts in that battle?
I did pretty well, except losing my 2 archers, which I could have avoided.
So you're going to expand again, it seems. Is there any reason why you started your Tree of Life up there while you are creeping, instead of starting it after?
I thought I built an ancient up there.
Oh, what was that, Bay?
Oh, I thought I built an Ancient of War up there.
So when you saw him...
So that was just a mistake.
When you saw him come to you with all those ghoulies and the Wand of Necromancy, and you only had 2 archers in your Warden, you stood there and fight. What were you thinking in that battle, and what was your plan? Just to focus on one goalie at a time?
Yeah, basically ghouls die pretty quick. I mean, he's gonna use his Death Knight to try and call him back, but he's basically wasting mana. I mean, I'm gonna detonate my wisps on his Death Knight and rods.
Alright, I have a question for you. When you're doing this strategy here, where you're expanding, I noticed here that you're creeping. Is that the plan here, just to try and creep while your expansion's going up? Do you ever think about harassing, or is that just not the thing to do?
Versus undead, it's very hard to harass. I mean, it's damn near impossible. Unless you basically have a Zeppelin and either he's teching right now or whatever, you might be able to get an early advantage on him. But it's pretty impossible to do certain things like that.
Well, not so much harassing his base, but perhaps like you did in the first game, you were harassing his hero while he was trying to creep.
Well, it would be worth it to a certain extent, but I'm afraid that I'm a little low compared to food, or if not, he's probably a high-level hero.
Oh, good guess on the gargoyles. Oh, we'll probably...
We're in another fight here.
Yeah, it's probably best to wait for him to finish his fight to ask him about what he's thinking.
Yep. But as you can see, we have a little treat here from Aether. Aether has chosen to put up some ziggurats now outside of his expansion, outside of base expansion, and they may of course be a problem, especially if they get upgraded all the way to spirit towers.
A very nice move there, I have to add, Bay, on focusing on that DK, forcing him to teleport out. Now his towers aren't going to get up, make it up in time. Okay, so let's talk about that battle there. What were you thinking when you saw him cross the bridge?
I thought those were his only units until I saw his gargoyles, and then I kind of freaked out.
Well, he was basically going what you were expecting, ghoulies and then gargoyles.
Yeah, but it's still very difficult to defeat that.
Did you freak out a bit more when you saw those towers come up?
Not really, because it was only in my expansion.
Nice focusing here.
There it comes again.
Yeah, he's focusing on the DK again.
And a new battle, yeah, focusing on that hero. Meanwhile, it seems like we have some focusing also by Aether, who took down the Priestess of the Moon.
It looks like right here, basically, Aether's taking advantage of the fact that he is ahead here a bit in tech, and also because of the expansion that Bay has, he's able to produce more gargoyles. Looks like it's overwhelming Bay quite a bit. It'd be interesting to see what he's going to do here.
I like that. Dude, that tells him it sucks, dog.
And down goes the Death Knight. And the Lich is being chased now by the Warden. And it goes down as well. So Bay, what do you think about the situation right now?
Aether's comment might be right now. I believe the Warden is quite overpowered.
So how do you feel about the game in general? Do you think you have it, or do you think it's still open?
I think I won this game.
Already? Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I actually want to ask you some questions that I wasn't able to ask you in the game because you were in the middle of the battle there. At one point, when you were freaking out about the gargoyles, it looked like he had you outnumbered there. What was your strategy to try and overcome that? I mean, was it to go straight for the DK to make him TP?
Well, I started going for the Death Knight after I saw it was low hit points, and I knew he had to teleport, so you had to teleport. And doing that, he was going to teleport all his units out, giving me at least a little bit of extra time, which offers me enough time to build up more units and outproduce him with my expansion up. I did use a Wand of Mana Stealing to take some of his Death Knight's mana as well as mana potions, so I can basically overuse my Warden spells, which definitely helped there. It basically won me the game. I mean, the Fan of Knives and Shadow Strike is definitely overpowered.
So when you lost your Priestess, you weren't worried? You still felt confident there?
Yes, Priestess, I guess, kind of helped, but I was more worried about my Warden than anything else. I mean, I did try to hide my Priestess after using a Moonstone. It didn't work out too well. It's too late on that. Next time I'll probably try and avoid that by not going Priestess at all, trying to save my money and food.
And then I also noticed that you started building some tier 2. Why the Druid of the Talons?
Fairy Fire right now, 35 mana, -5 armor, and being able to see him definitely helps. I mean, I can see where his gargoyles are going. Even if he splits them up, then it's going to be less quantity of gargoyles for him, which allows me to Shadow Strike one and pick one off easier and without losing any wisps.
Alright. Well, cool. Thank you very much, Bay. It looks like we've got Aether joining us back here in this chat. So we can also add at the end of this audio commentary, Aether, what were your thoughts on that last game?
The first time I had to teleport out, that was pretty GG right there, because he focused my Death Knight. The second time he focused my Death Knight again. I mean, if I could keep my Death Knight from far away, then it would have worked. But the thing with that game was somehow, like, my control group, like, it's my Lich the first guy in my control group and the Death Knight was the second guy. So when I told my control group to cast Coil, it didn't cast Coil, because somehow it selected a Lich first. I think that happens to everyone. I don't know how to, like, prevent that from happening.
Huh.
Usually it's the Death Knight selected and then you just press your control group and then Coil, but the Lich was selected instead of the Death Knight, so I had to press my hotkey and then tab to the Death Knight to Coil, which I kind of figured out too late.
Oh, it's probably because your Lich was higher level, right?
No, they were the same level. They're both level 2.
Oh, yeah, I probably had more experience. I hate that when that happens.
Yeah, that does happen.
It's
that happens when your second hero has more experience. Even though they're both level 2, he had more experience than your Death Knight. So that's why you use F1 and F2. You don't use F1 and F2?
Well, if I'm already selecting my control group, and it's much easier to just press C and then click on a unit to Coil instead of pressing F1C.
I do have a question in that last game as well. You came to attack Bay fairly quickly there, going straight for his expansion. Is that something you're expecting for the Night Elf player to expand on that map?
If he's going to make his base like that, it means he's going to expand for sure.
Alright.
His base all the way out in the open, so that he can, so that base can be his fire base when he makes his expansion.
So you also saw that he went Warden, which you said is a bit overpowered. Why did you go your Ghoulies and Gargoyles, knowing that he had the Warden's Fan of Knives?
Because if you have ghouls and gargoyles, it splits the damage up from the fan between the ghouls and the gargoyles instead of all your ghouls taking the damage. So it's half and half damage on both, and that's better. So if you take out all his huntresses, then your ghouls are fine. If you take out all his archers, then your gargoyles are fine.
Good. Alright, KidArctica, do you have any questions for these two before we wrap it up?
Are you satisfied with these games? Do you think they are typical, or do you feel that you made any major mistakes, any of you, in the games that cost you the games, or are you happy about the way you played them?
I'm actually pretty happy with the second game. The first game, I know I did mess up, but Aether definitely outplayed me. Just the fact that his heroes were so much high level, he creep-checked me so much. He definitely outproduced me. He knew what I was doing. He basically had me overplayed, outsmarted.
Aether?
In the second game, so I mean, if I should have been more careful with my Death Knight and my heroes in general, because Beyblade kept focusing them. So I should have saw that. I should have recognized that, and he did a good job just using his warden to maximum efficiency, just constantly shadow striking, constantly forking, going back to his base for more mana from his moonwells, using potions and everything. So just making good use of the warden was good for him and pretty damaging for me.
Anything else, Kim?
No, that would be it for now. Thank you to both, of course.
Alright, well, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, everybody, so that concludes the audio commentary. Hope you guys enjoy the live recordings, and I hope you were able to learn something from these two top players. Bye-bye.